Hi everybody, Patrick here from EscapeRoomElectronics.com. This video will showcase program number 7 for the 9-in-1 multi-escape room prop set. This obviously is not all of the hardware that comes with the set. There's a ton more, but I'm just going to introduce the hardware that's required for program number 7. Now before I do that, program number 7 is a secret RFID reader set. You can set it to read all 3, or just 2, or just 1. And the idea for this prop is you hide the readers and antennas. The readers are mountable. Everything is mountable. You hide it under a wood table. And when the players place the correct objects with the correct cards or tags underneath, and all 3 are activated at the exact same time, the electromagnetic lock deactivates. Now it comes with 3 cards. If you want to learn the very basic programming procedure, please watch the program number 4 video below. I've already covered it. It's very simple. It's just a matter of changing jumpers, powering up, programming your cards, and then putting the jumpers back. I'm not going to cover that again because I don't want for things to get too repetitive. So what we've got right here is reader 1, 2, and 3. They are currently programmed with these 3 cards. You can just as easily use the included 3M RFID tags. They don't read. They take a little bit longer to read from the readers, but they have an adhesive strip and they're ideal for placing them underneath specific objects that you'd want to place on the table. We've got our two of our 3 key switch modules right here that plug into the board, and we're going to use those only to choose whether we want to use all 3, or just 2, or 1 reader for this prop. Got our key fob to activate and deactivate the prop. These tags are 125 kilohertz. That is what these readers are compatible for. We got our magnetic lock, bracket, and mounting hardware. Stereo cable, which is currently connected to computer speakers, but ideally you'd use it to connect to your stereo system or Bose player or whatever. In any case, let's set this prop up and get started on the demonstration. The very first thing we want to do to enter into program 7 is look at our 3-pin program dip switch. We want to turn the leftmost switch on and the middle switch on. And when we power up, that will power us up in program number 7. Our included stereo cable is connected from the audio output jack to the stereo input of your Bose player, computer speakers, or sound system. We've got our electromagnetic lock jumper right here set to A and not to B, so we can use the jumper to connect the middle and left, not the middle and right jumper. Now let's talk about quickly plugging in our electromagnetic lock. I've gone over that several times, but I'll go over it one more time just for good measure. The electromagnetic lock is extended via an extension cable. Now the electromagnetic lock has a red wire and a black wire, and they have to connect back to this terminal block. The left terminal is labeled BLK for black, and the right is labeled RED, obviously, for red. So what will be common here is that you might not get a blue and white wire. You might get a brown or a green and white wire. White will always be connected to the black maglock wire, and the solid color, in this case blue, will be connected to the red wire. So connect your white wire to the BLK terminal and your red wire or solid color to the red terminal. Now your electromagnetic lock is connected. You'll need 3 of the 5 included female to male 1.5 meter USB cables for this prop. Now you don't need to use all 3 depending on how many RFID readers you want to use, but we're going to hook up all 3. First, plug in the male ends of your USB connectors to these 3 sockets. Just like that. The other ends connect to all 3 of the RFID readers. Like that. Make sure that all of the connections are snug. I will mention again that all of the readers come with a pre-programmed card, but if you want to learn the very basic programming procedure for this to program in your own cards into EEPROM memory, please visit video or program number 4, the program number 4 video, which is linked below. Lastly, we want to connect our keys. There's 3 headers here: key 1, key 2, and key 3. We're going to ignore key 1. We're going to connect our 2 key modules. We're going to plug them into key 2 and key 3 header pins. Just like that. If both keys, they're removable and mountable, by the way, with the mounting nut. If both key 2 and key 3 are turned to the left during power up, then all 3 readers will be involved with this prop. If you turn key 2 to the right during power up, only the reader connected to this socket will be involved with the prop. You can still have all 3 plugged in, but only this one will work. Only that one will be sampled anyway. If I turn key 3 to the right, then only these two will be used. This one will be ignored. So let me set this up on the floor and I'll give you a demonstration of the prop. Everything is set up, I just don't have power applied yet. And there are my sensors. Now one thing I need to mention is I've got the cards paired up with them right now just so that the demonstration is very easy. One thing I do want to mention is that when you place your cards, when you mount your readers and antennas, you want to make sure they're about at least 1.5 feet apart from one another, because how RFID works is the antennas radiate wireless power, the cards collect that power, and once charged, they send a data stream back to the reader. However, what will happen if your readers are too close together? There will be interference and they won't read cards very well. So I've got the readers about 1.5 feet apart, so they'll read perfectly well. And I'm going to start my demonstration with 3 keys. I've got all keys turned left, so all three readers need to be reading the correct card at the exact same time in order to deactivate the magnetic lock. So I'll plug it in.
Program 7.
Program 7. Just turn up the volume a little bit. Now if I place the right card or the wrong card on a reader, it will flash red. Now this will all be hidden under a table, so it won't matter. This is just for your information when you're mounting everything. Correct card, if you place the correct card over an area and then you remove it, when that blue LED turns off, it's as if it never read it. All 3 blue LEDs have to be on at the exact same time in order to deactivate the system. Now the best thing to do is have it so that the antennas are mounted under the table and that the cards will be at least 1 centimeter above them. And they will read from 1 to 4 centimeters. Now what I'll do is, it's not the greatest idea to just put the cards up against the reader, but it will work for this prop because obviously I can't hold all 3 over top at the exact same time. I only have 2 hands. So I'll just put the cards up to the readers. Oh, sorry. I have to start the game. Press B on the transmitter.
Magnetic lock activated.
Okay.
Magnetic lock deactivated.
Now you'll notice sometimes this one will get a false reading. That's because it's not reading it properly. I'm not placing it over top. That's what it wants. If I place it right in front of it, it's not going to get an accurate reading every time. But in any case, that game is over. I'll give you another quick demonstration, and then I'll change the settings so only certain readers are met. So I'll reset the system by pressing B on the transmitter.
Magnetic lock activated.
Okay. 1, 2, 3.
Magnetic lock deactivated.
So that simulates objects being placed on top of the table, the correct ones being in the right order. When the incorrect order happens, nothing. There's no indication from the audio. There's nothing. Only when all 3 are placed on, I'm going to reset the system.
Magnetic lock activated.
Only when all 3 are placed on at the exact same time
Magnetic lock deactivated.
will the mag lock be deactivated. And that, of course, can reveal a hidden compartment. It can drop a metallic clue or a key from a hidden area, or it can open a door. So let's mess with the keys, and I'll show you how to use just 1 reader or just 2 readers as opposed to 3. I've just turned key 3 on, so only when I power up, only this one and this one, only these 2 readers are going to matter. This one's going to be ignored. So I'll plug it in.
Program 7.
I won't forget to activate the system this time.
Magnetic lock activated.
And the leftmost reader has no bearing on this game. And just to show you that, I'm going to actually, I'm just going to ignore that card completely. And I'm going to use my hands to place these over top of the antennas.
Magnetic lock deactivated.
This one has no bearing at all. Another demonstration.
Magnetic lock activated. Magnetic lock deactivated.
So, one last demonstration before I end the video. Just 1 reader. Just this reader.
Magnetic lock activated.
So I've powered down, I've turned key 3 back to the left, and I've turned key 2 to the right.
Program 7.
So now only the reader connected here matters. These two are being ignored. And that happens to be the reader on the right. The middle and the left ones do not matter at all. I'll just kick the cards away. I will start the game by pressing B
Magnetic lock activated.
on the transmitter, and only this reader matters.
Magnetic lock deactivated.
I'll reset the system.
Magnetic lock activated. Magnetic lock deactivated.
And one more time. And if you're far away and the reader isn't reading it properly, you just have to extend the key fob, which comes with extra batteries.
Magnetic lock activated.
And one last item placed on this specific pedestal or table, and
Magnetic lock deactivated.
so it's a very simple prop with some customization. That is program 7. I hope you've enjoyed the video. We've got one more program to show you, and that is our laser HEIST prop, which obviously has the biggest or largest amount of setup required, but it's still not a lot. It's a matter of mounting things. In any case, thank you very much for watching. Check out the links below. I'll be updating the links as I create and publish these videos. Take care.